Welcome back, everybody. We've been having a really wonderful talk. It's actually, believe it or not, been a few hours since the last episode.
Took a brief hiatus to deal with some sudden health issues.
Yeah, some very sudden issues, stomach related, gut related, really.
Our gut fauna is
yeah.
is not in check.
Oh, I gotta get more probiotics. That would explain my end of things.
Start eating more sauerkraut, more fermented things. We should try to find a place with really good kimchi in the area.
Oh, I'm down for that.
I've been craving it ever since I got it from the pickle lady.
Oh, she would make good stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the one at Collingswood?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
It's really good.
Makes sense. Her pickles are amazing. We got a copper. So that ring that was mentioned for the basement, I'm guessing that was it. So let's head back up.
Sure.
Oh, this is the basement of the basement. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
But yes, continue. The pickle lady.
Blood. Yeah, I went there for the first time. It was like a couple years ago. Went with buddy Wayne, and tried her pickles, which were fucking amazing. But then, and then I saw somebody order kimchi from her, and I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is that? And she's like, it's kimchi. I'm like, oh, I've never had it. I'll take it. So me and Wayne ended up getting it, and we both fucking loved it.
Yeah, kimchi's great.
Like, it was such a weird, unique flavor. Like nothing else I'd ever had.
It's
you know what, I kind of liken it to like at least the way that I felt about the taste. Almost like a salt and vinegar chip, in that like it's got this unique flavor that isn't immediately like hitting you like, wow, this is great. It's just odd.
Yeah.
But then after you have it, you've got this need to put more of it on your mouth to kind of like temper the flame that was the bite before.
Yeah.
Not that it's spicy, but like it's that vinegar.
I mean, it can be.
There's something about that vinegary thing that like once it's on your tongue, you kind of need to keep putting it on.
Yeah, when I was in Korea, it was basically like, so that was one of those things that I probably wouldn't have thought to have.
Yeah.
But it was served with everything. Like, kimchi is like how fries are in America.
Yeah.
Out in Korea. So it was served with everything, and that's when I just grew to love it. And I found some good, I actually want to go try some of that now, because I've tried a lot of different kimchi that I found in America. That some supermarkets near me have done, and it's just not been as good.
Yeah.
Which is not, I mean, I get it. It's not. Of course, South Korea's going to have better stuff, but
yeah, you're going from Korea where they, I don't know, invented it.
Exactly. But I trust
fucking ShopRite.
I trust the pickle lady to do it well.
Yeah, so. No, it was really good. And but I would love to find a restaurant in the area. I want to find a good ramen place. There has to be.
I think we actually have one downtown in the area nearby where I live.
I will come up there for some ramen.
Honestly, I would. Yeah, once we can go to like restaurants again, I would do that, because ramen. You know, the first place I went when I was in Korea was a ramen place. Like, I got there, my roommates and I we had just met, and we're like, well, I guess we may as well just walk around and look for something to eat. And like down the road from where we were staying, walked into this little tiny underground place. And we couldn't read a thing. We had no idea what was on the menu, and they could tell, and we just had to like point at pictures. Just be like, this. We were like, all right. Delicious. Amazing ramen. Some of the best I've ever had. And that's what changed me. Like, literally, I never knew ramen beyond the instant stuff.
Yeah. Most people don't, unless you live somewhere that's got like a heavy Asian population. Yeah. It's not a thing that just it's not like a Chinese restaurant, which is kind of like everywhere.
Right.
It's specific to Asian populated areas.
Ooh.
Which is why like Southern California, very heavy Asian population.
Yes.
Teeming with ramen houses, pho, which is Vietnamese noodles, which are really good.
There's actually when I was in Korea, that was a big thing. They said you'd expect they'd be like, no, we have the best Korean food, but everybody out there was like, no, LA has the best Korean food because
Yeah.
so many Koreans immigrate there and then take what we have and like they just sort of add to it.
Yeah.
And that's apparently where the best stuff is.
That's like the same with Chinese food. The Chinese food they have in LA is unreal. Like I used to go to this place with my buddy Ricky, who's Chinese, and he would take me to this place where he used to like hang out when he was a teenager, and it's all Chinese speaking.
Yeah.
Like you can't understand the menu, so he would just bring a bunch of us from Disney, and we'd go get dinner, and he would just order for us like at the table. It's just him speaking not Mandarin. Yeah, Cantonese.
Cantonese, okay.
Cantonese.
There's one called Tagalog I learned about the other day.
Yeah, Tagalog. Isn't that
It's Philippines.
Isn't that what they speak in Philippines?
Yes. And I only know that from the Yakuza. That's what I thought you were going to say for a second.
No, I
just love the word Tagalog.
My best friend when I was in elementary school, his name was William. I don't know if he was born in the Philippines. But his whole family was like off the boat from the Philippines, and I would go to their house for like dinners.
Yeah,
and their food was so fucking good.
I guess that's the trade-off. We on the East Coast have the best pizza, Italian,
yeah.
and then West Coast gets the best Asian countries' food.
Yeah,
like
Asian
all around.
And like West Coast has good burgers too.
Yeah, I guess, but then I wonder if like the center of the country is where they'd say they have the best like burgers, steaks, things like that.
They do have, you know what it is? I think a lot of the regional areas have kind of specific burgers, but from what I've had, I think the best burgers I've just straight up just burger, cheese, lettuce. I think the best ones I've had have been in LA. Although that one we had in Boston.
Yeah, I think that's a thing where it's just sort of everywhere across the country. Like some people just make really good stuff.
Yeah. What was that? It was like a black truffle burger or something like that?
It was something like that. But yeah, it was that place that we walked to in the snow and finally got to. And that was amazing.
I don't know if it was that we were starving and broken from walking in a snowstorm.
In April.
Or if it was just really that good.
It was very good.
Was good.
Well, here. So I'm at some 3D painting, and this thing, I noticed it before, it had like arms sticking out. I don't even know if this is the right answer, but I'm going to try to put this copper ring because it almost looks like a bracelet.
Go for it.
Yes, it worked. I put the copper ring on the hand, quote unquote, of the lady in the painting. Oh, I thought it was much bigger than that, but okay.
Try to open the door now?
Okay, I guess there's more to this. Okay. I don't have anything else at the moment. Dry cell battery. I'm sure that's not...
I don't know if she's gonna need a dry cell battery right now.
So you insert the battery. Like, goes up, her arm starts spinning. Alright. So, well, let's look at where we can go. I mean, we got room 11 here.
Well, I'm gonna... Here, let me try to... I gotta... find where we're at in the walkthrough just so I have some kind of like frame of reference.
Okay, so the lady of the door, real quick. So obviously that's what we're dealing with. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread. They fall from the weight of their crimes. Okay, that doesn't help me. What else do we need to do to get past the lady of the door?
The lady of the door.
Like, I assume there's something I have to do to the other hand now. So I put the ring on one hand and something in the other. When I look at the map where I can go, there's not a whole lot else up here. I don't think there was anything in the storeroom, but I'll go give it a look. Just to kill some time, really.
Here, let me
Wait, have I been in here in this place? Oh, Jesus. Mary.
Shit, where did we leave off? Are we back in Brookhaven?
We are, but we're in, like, Nightmare Hospital.
Yeah.
I think they call it. So I had actually looked at a walkthrough to see how many, like, sections there are, and it looks like after this, we're basically halfway through the game.
Yeah. Inspect the poster until keying batteries from the hole in the wall. You already got the batteries from the hole in the wall?
I do, yeah. What needs batteries? Batteries. I've never heard of these batteries before.
Water batteries?
It's weird how long that stayed with us. Like that's a slightly older story. That's a slightly older story than from when we met. It was like a year before then. So you're talking like 2001-ish, when our friend Brian, who we met through, was working at the game store. Game room, that's what they called it.
Game room.
And a woman came in and at some point she needed batteries, and they were selling Varta batteries. It was like the cheap Varta brand. Like that's like right by the register as like an extra item. And the woman was like, "I've never heard of these batteries before." And
the way he said, she looked at it first and said, "Vata batteries." And it was the way she said batteries.
Batteries.
Was batteries. But she looked at the package and she said, "Vata batteries. I've never heard of them before." And
somebody piped up that Brian was working with that was just like, they were on the spaceship.
Yeah.
That was their explanation, is that they were the batteries used on the space shuttle at some point. And she was like, "Oh, really?" And bought them. And that became a long-running gag with us.
We eventually put it in one of our videos.
They were on the spaceship.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. What? Oh,
There's a Baron.
Oh, my God. I totally forgot about Whoa, Baby.
We did a fake Varta batteries commercial in an old Baron episode, which was the original series we worked on years and years ago in 02.
So it was basically just nonsense when we say Varta batteries. Brian says Varta batteries in that voice, the Varta batteries. And then I show up as this character that just goes, "Whoa, baby, they were on the spaceship."
Yeah.
But the way I said "whoa, baby," I totally forgot.
Whoa, baby
was from it was a real person who used to come to it was was it Best Buy? No, this was early. Oh, it was back when I was working in the convenience store. Back when I worked at
Yes, that's right. I forgot.
And there was this customer who all right, to be fair, the customer did have some kind of learning disability. Older guy though, maybe actually might have been our age, maybe a few years older than us.
Okay.
But he would come in and he would just come in and always find me somehow and ask me questions just about like products, which it's a convenience store. So we've got like drinks, snacks.
Yeah.
Random like toiletries and such.
Tinman's donuts, you know.
But we had like a deli and lottery. So he would come in and just ask about like meaningless stuff like ask you if this Coke is sugar free. He'd just be like, is this Coke sugar free? And you'd be like, yeah, this is the sugar free Coke. And he would go, "Whoa, baby." And then he would ask you another question. You'd answer it and you'd go, "Whoa, baby." And he would say, "Whoa, baby," after everything. And he became one of my favorite customers because it was just a delight every time he came in. I just knew he was going to have some questions for me, and everything I answered with, he was going to say, "Whoa, baby."
You really feel like you've answered, like you've really done a good thing by answering his questions when they answer that way.
You know, I've never heard that kind of enthusiasm come from somebody who learned something.
I forgot about that. I can't open the letter. Hang on. This just occurred to me, by the way. Oh, no. I thought maybe I could open the letter. But no.
Did you try? Oh, it didn't let you combine.
No. So I've been running around this whole time, as we've been reminiscing, trying to find anything extra that we haven't done yet, and I haven't seen anything. So if you have any thoughts.
Let me see. I'm still trying to figure out where exactly we are in this walkthrough, because I've kind of gotten lost.
Is there anything? Can I give her the battery? Take the battery, lady. Nope. 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 Oh, I'll leave that on. Yeah, this is
Make it to the 3rd floor.
Can I go in here? Oh, the elevator.
Oh, hey.
Because I don't think I was able to get off on 2 or 1 before. All right, let me try 2. Ah!
Hi there, everybody! Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat.
Yay!
We love trick or
Answer the
treat.
questions correctly and win a great prize, or fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It all depends on you. And our lucky, or should I say unlucky challenger today is James.
Huh?
James Sunderland!
Hey, you're on the show!
Help!
Or treat.
Help me!
Congratulations!
First question. Merry-go-round, haunted house, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and teacups. Silent Hill
Yes.
is home to a thrilling amusement park that
is
both
Attila
children
the
and
Hun.
adults
Attila the
love.
Hun, did you
The
say?
question is,
It's
what
so
is
loud.
the name of this amusement park? 1. Fantasyland. 2. Silent Hill Amusement Park.
Wasn't
3.
it? Oh, wait, was it Lakeside?
Amusement Park.
Uh,
Okay, quickly on to question number
pretty sure it's
2.
Lakeside.
Wait, he's asking another question.
Witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally, bitter tears. What a terrible tragedy.
Huh?
What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. Now the question. What was the name of the murderer who committed this vile...
Is this something from the first game?
1.
I don't know.
Walter Sullivan. 2. Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Dane. Now for our third and
What?
final question. South of the lake is a deserted old neighborhood called South Vale. From there to Pale Vale, the central resort area northwest of the lake, there's only one road you can take. Just one road, no more.
Let me out!
The third and final
no.
question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 2.
Oh, that was a
Springdale
street.
3. Nathan Avenue. Well,
Nathan.
the last of our questions.
Is it Nathan?
Have you got it all figured out?
I know it's
You know
Nathan and Lakeside Amusement Park.
Floor to collect your prizes.
I remember Bachman Road, but I don't remember if that was this or the last game.
Well then, everybody, thanks for tuning in. See you again sometime.
It's a very long elevator. Oh my god, please let me
What
off.
was that?
Trick or treat.
Yeah,
Show, dummy.
you know the famous game? Well, folks,
She couldn't even be excited that you got to be part of the game show.
I guess, am I still on it? I assume I'm on it right now. I have to go
I
up.
don't know about on it. I just think he posed a series of questions
Well, do you remember the answers?
that may or may not be a form of riddle. Possibly a puzzle.
I was gonna say, oh, it's not much of a riddle.
Or was it?
It's just questions. It almost seemed like the answers were 3, 2, and 1. That's my guesses. What did you
The
think?
kind of a combination an idiot would use on their lunchbox. Lunchbox.
That's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage. Okay, well, we're in a game
So,
show now, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on trick or treat.
We just kind of
About
walked
time,
around a
if you ask
lot
me.
and reminisced today. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's basically kind of a podcasty episode.
That was fun. It was a good time. And it killed a whole lot of time until we were able to find the elevator and be on a game show.
Yeah.
So tune back in tomorrow, where I guess we'll go do that and go answer the questions and either win or get punished.
Ooh. Kind of want to get punished.
You want to get punished?
I wouldn't mind being punished.
Hey, tune back in tomorrow, find out if Chad gets punished. Goodbye, everyone.